everybody! Hello, hello! Hope you've been all having a good weekend so far. Let's get loaded in. Let's see. Hi, Kedia! Hi, Com Stranger! Hi, Smoky Meadows! Hi, Kikyo! Hi, how are you, Kito? Welcome, welcome! Hi, my sinning! Welcome! So, right back into it, where we just buried the body of our good friend Ivan Nyechkin. Just thinking, is there anything else to catch up on? It was just the Game Awards. I had a good time. Hi, King. Welcome. Funny running into you too. It was the Game Awards, and I think it was right towards the beginning. We got the sort of Metroidvania, except it turned out to actually be a Pac-Man game, which delighted me to no end, because it turns out all I've ever wanted is like Bomberman Act Zero except Pac-Man. I don't think we're going to Bomberman Act Zero levels. But I was delighted. And then Harrison Ford shows up. I had a good time. Hi, Butters. Hello. Okami. Yes. Okami. I haven't actually played the original Okami. That was one of the games I remember asking for when I was younger, and I just never got. Games are always sort of like a special occasion present kind of thing for my parents. There's a couple games I can think of that could have like changed the trajectory of my life. I feel like Okami was one of them. I remember asking for some of the Tales games. I could be a Tales fan today. There's also the Fire Emblem games, but clearly I was fated because we course corrected there. I did end up getting Fire Emblem later. And that became one of my main like franchise loyalties, but I'm very happy. I tapped out partway through. So I missed the reveal for that, but seeing it that was a reveal I can tell that just made everybody really happy. And then the only I saw some people saying they were crying from the announcement. That always makes me happy. And then I tried to remember when's the last time I cried at an announcement? And I think it was during the Nintendo Direct when Deadly Premonition showed up. I was like, oh, that says it all about me, doesn't it? That I cried seeing Deadly Premonition in a Nintendo Direct. There's that, and I saw people being happy about the new Elden Ring stuff. And I just went, where's Metal Wolf? When are they going back to Metal Wolf Chaos? Don't tell me that ship has sailed. One day. Mirror's Edge Changer. I want to try Mirror's Edge. Oh, we just left a smear. I'm sorry to hear about. Oh, hello. Sorry to hear about what's been going on with Tales. I have a friend who's also a Tales fanatic, and it feels like a mixed bag at the moment. Let's catch up.
You've known me better than anyone for so many years. We were always...
Sorry, just adjusting volume.
...with me, and you always will be. We have to talk about our future. Any ideas?
Oh, we can consider it, but we can't choose whatever this option, because our pride is too high. Well, okay, make a decision. Consider siding with the coterie.
I was thinking about our Thaumaturge friends. Who will understand better than them? Apart from you, of course. You're right. We both owe a lot to Rasputin. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be talking now. But his path, even if it does lead to the Romanovs' court, is uncertain. And the price of following it is unknown.
And what happens? They seem to have considered both options there, but what's your thoughts on our good friend
Do you think Rasputin could have survived?
who exploded us?
The letter, yes. But it doesn't decide anything. He could have sent it before visiting the brothel. But if he's alive, can we trust him? He may take us to see the Tsar, but what will be the price? Tough choice, isn't it?
I guess we have to make a decision.
Let's not waste any more time.
Oh, I wonder what this is. Maybe... Oh, I'm really curious. I think we've already chosen. The option is... Oh, the third decision required you to actually take the child's flow at the church. Interesting. But our pride is too high. Choose not Rasputin.
Let's try to resurrect my father's cause. Let's return to our magical friends. Rasputin will have to return from the dead alone.
The more the merrier. Strength in numbers. Join the coterie. And I just missed half of what was down there. Oh, I'm seeing some particles, but let's do those before we talk to Ligia, and then Bacterial. Kitchen knife. Monekazinska's kitchen implements. Lately the hand has been gripping the knife's handle more and more tightly. Chop. Can't give in to worry. Chop. It's no longer safe. Chop. What do they want with Thaumaturges? They're good people. Chop. Chop. The care is not alcohol. It's more of a tincture, in fact. Yes, a medicine. And since life is the most common fatal disease, well, we're health then. What's this one? Let's see what Ligia says. I hope you save me too. Maybe this is... I assume a rescue mission can be planned.
How do you feel?
How do I feel? Nijic just murdered the chief of the Ochrana in the hallway.
And saved our lives.
What's next? What do you intend to do?
Tell her about our decision.
I've thought of a good ending for our story. I want to finish what Father started. I'll rebuild the Thaumaturge coterie. I hope that will bring peace to him and to us.
Papa would have been proud of you.
I'm sure not living to see this was part of his plan.
Victor.
There was a man, and now the man is no more. See, Victor? If I put my mind to it, I can do a little magic myself. Did someone die again and needs to be buried?
Oh, something continues to elude you. Agree.
We've decided about our future. It's time to look my enemies in the eye and appreciate those who stand with me. I need to see certain things through to the end.
Well, well, our Victor, all grown up.
I'll come back for you once it's all over.
Be careful.
Good luck, brother. You can do it.
We're best bros. Okay, good. You're hanging out. Lucky there are no sewers here. Oh, I hope he comes. I mean, it was great enough him jumping in to save us and leaving us with this giant smear. But I hope we can bring him to like the final battle. Oh. 8 pop up. Hi, Punished Raccoon, welcome! How's Thaumaturge going? Good! Best worst boy is here, so what else? What else can I ask for? And while we get moving, what else showed up at the Game Awards? There was that strange cat game.
The carriage. Is this one free?
Sir, they want a bribe from me. Help.
Look, Private. This one's even got a book. The brass will be happy. Tell these two about their rights.
You have none. By virtue of the decree on the martial law, you have been classified as suspicious characters. We will escort you to the Citadel.
Unless some sort of a gift convinces us you are innocent.
We have discipline? We get into a fight. What does discipline mean versus getting into a fight? Aren't they the same thing here? We have an infinite money glitch apparently. I'm surprised we can't use that.
So this what soldiers of the Russian Empire look like. A bunch of pathetic bribe takers with no honor and no sense of duty.
Suit yourself, magician. We'll see just how much honor you have when you end up in the Citadel. Let's get him. Doesn't have to be in one piece.
There was no other option. Peace was never an option. Let's see. Okay. Start with you. Oh, actually we can get you down more quickly. Buffering. Yeah, perfectionism up. Yeah, there's this strange cat game. Yeah, that I feel it's one of those trailers that has to be seen to be believed. Can we? Oh, I'm getting bleed. I wasn't even checking. I think we can finish this pretty quickly. Care of that. Just this. Negative states, that's fine. Do your cool animation. Do you? Okay. I like never used Jin. Hi, hello. But I think we'll end this much too quickly. Well, that's pretty good. Okay.
Dear sir, I have no idea what you did to them, but today I will drive you for free. We just have to be careful. Some of the districts are cut off by the authorities. Still, today's rides are on me.
That's nice, but I don't think... I mean, I guess it's implied that we've paid, but we've never had to. I mean, good thing. I didn't end up watching the VTuber Awards. And hi, Zara, welcome. I would have loved if Pecora won at the Game Awards. But then I was looking up the other streamers, and I think the guy that won, who I hadn't actually heard of. Are they all Twitch streamers? Cause I'm less familiar with that. He had like 6 million subscribers on YouTube at least. But yeah, VTubing still is. It's still gonna be a niche. Hi! Your power, anti-Thaumaturge pamphlet. We bear witness. Let the people know the truth about the magicians known as Thaumaturges. Read this and be aware of the threat. My name is Philip, or Philippe. As many others, I used to think Thaumaturgy was something like summoning ghosts. I was wrong. My friends and I noticed a man we didn't know loitering around the neighborhood. Being the good citizens that we are, we went to ask if he was alright. And he came at us, not like a normal human being with a shiv or a club. He attacked us with magic. It was as if something tore my head apart from the inside. Like a great beak plucked out my muscles one by one. Agony. Madness. I couldn't wake up after a long time. I was dreaming, and after I woke up, I was restless. I think he took something from me. Maybe a piece of my soul. Don't know. But I do know I witnessed the work of evil. People like that shouldn't exist. We must fight. It's either us or them. Be like Philippe, and join us in the struggle to cleanse Warsaw. Say no to magicians. Can't be us. We just punch people to death. What's happening here? Let's investigate.
God, oh God, I had such a beautiful son, such a good boy, and the devil got him. A pox on that fiend.
It continues to elude you. Let's look around. Before we make this our starting point. Wind baton. The shaft bears the inscription Oguras. I hope this is the owner's signature. The wood was permeated with the smell of aggression and blood. The fight was fierce and grisly. On one side stood Ruffa's men. On the other, those who hated the boss, there was no mercy. Only one tosser suddenly dropped his weapon and began helping the wounded amateur. Cloth. It's soaked with blood. Guilt stains the material a color richer than blood. He shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have grabbed the gun. With one hand, he staunched the blood gushing from the boy, while with the other, he squeezed the locket his mother had given him for Holy Communion. He was whispering a prayer for forgiveness of sins. God would judge him. May he be merciful. Shoe. Abandoned always means that something has happened. Always. The shoe is wrapped in fear. The heart contracts, pumping blood, which keeps gushing out. Despite the bandage, despite the help of a strange man. A moment ago, that man was charging at him with a knife. He saw the wound and chose to help him over murder. And then he collapsed on him, wounded by a bullet. They died together. The macabre. Anti-Thaumaturges came for Ariel. The fight was brutal, with bodies dropping on both sides, but there was one person who managed to shake off the bloodlust. He tried to help a young man, but died from a bullet wound while uttering a prayer with a locket in hand. May you find peace wherever you are now. Right to manipulate, okay.
God, oh God, I had such a beautiful son, such a good boy, and the devil got him. A pox on that fiend.
Smother the hatred in her.
In mourning, there's no place for your hate. You know your son tried to prevent bloodshed. He died feeling shame.
My boy.
As he was dying, he clutched his First Communion medal and prayed for forgiveness. For all of you.
The medal. How did you know?
I know. Trust me. Honor your son the way he would want. Bring peace, not fire.
Huh?
Let's see. Shilsky. Have you seen how nice I made the backyard? Oh no. Postcard. Hola amigo. I missed the Warsaw sirens. Hold on. Yeah, Chosinek has good things going for it, though. I'll hang around here until things calm down again, Jay. Hello, friend. Oh, kitty!
Is everything all right?
I've got a headache, but thinking about the schmucks biting the dust brings me comfort. Some hala?
How are you handling the golem?
What, you've got a headache? Is it the first time?
Don't worry, I can handle it. Suffering the nobles.
I can put an end to it.
Are you threatening me, posh boy?
That wasn't the intention. At least on the player's part. Mention the dead bodies outside.
Those dead bodies in front of your house, did they come to kill a Thaumaturge?
Yep. They came in with their mother, and I gave them clay.
They did ask for it.
Their boldness overtook them.
Now tell me what brings you here.
I came to make you an offer. I want you to join a coterie of Thaumaturges that I intend to form.
I can already tell I won't like it. What is it anyway?
Path is closed. Explain it.
To put it briefly, 2 other Thaumaturges and I need someone like you.
Do I know them?
An old Tata Felcher and a fake psychic. You fit right in.
What do you need it for? Truly.
Any expectations? Yeah, do you have any expectations?
It would be better for you to think what we could do for you.
For starters, I'd like to get rid of this headache.
So, you agree?
Yes, where do you want me to go?
Opposite Różyc, there's a courtyard and a clinic, and above it is the Tata Felcher's apartment.
I can hear more coming. See, my head hurts so much I can't go down there.
I understand.
I'll call you when I'm done.
I'll see you later at your Felcher's.
I mean, he's complaining of a headache. And we also have blood dripping from her forehead, so... Okay. Let's also make a hard save. I'm putting together a team. Exactly.
Enough of this. The time for vengeance is here. A Warsaw free from magicians!
Hello.
What are you here for?
We came for Rofe. Let's take this one too. We'll put them both to the torch.
People, everyone, stop! You can't do that. The good Lord is ashamed of you.
Stand back, Granny. It's gonna get gory.
He left.
Rolf is not here. He left town like you wanted.
But you're still here. Get him.
Okay. 39, 32, 31. Okay. One, are you restore damage, reduce damage? Okay. Definitely gotta get that down. Sure, we'll do the quick one. Get perfectionism up. Okay. Good. Could experiment with Jin more since I've barely used it. Let's see. Care of you. Okay, you have bloody debt on you now. You're going down. What are you? Rana, okay. One down. $98. Okay, let's just take care of you. It just feels silly. Actually, tiny bit of healing or more. $98 is such a funny number. I feel that just like about the 45. I don't think I've seen any triple digits numbers. But like 98, I mean, it's silly. Can anything survive that? Because like even in our bosses, they tend to be like multiple enemies. I feel like that's gonna take out even with the protection. The tourist attraction due to having old-fashioned structures producing salt. Interesting. What else? Oh, I saw Conclave. It was very good. Although, the movie. Although I feel bad because I watched 12 Angry Men this year. And I feel like, oh, I didn't even notice. Everything, a bunch of places are locked off. Watching 12 Angry Men has just ruined movies. Because it was so good. How would they make 12 angry VTubers? Would you be one of the 12? I'd be the I'd be the nerdy guy. I can't remember which juror that was. Yeah, people sitting in rooms just talking is incredible genre. What? Exactly. Keep listening.
Ich hab mir nicht mit Weimen eins zu beheften, mit keinem ein kein Wort zu reden. Es geht mir aus meine Keuches und Kräften, dem Teuer ist mir abzubegen.
I knew that if you were alive, you would show up.
If not death, then what stood in your way?
I want to say this instead.
A certain bearded friend of mine has kicked up a storm in the city. The town has gone crazy. I saw people furious at Thaumaturges. I never thought it was so easy to get pitchforks and torches in Warsaw.
Skawan seized the opportunity, and he's bringing in a new order.
That's why we waited so long. Without you...
Warsaw is no longer a city for Thaumaturges.
How did you spend the last 3 days?
What were you doing for those 3 days?
I was wondering how we could leave Warsaw in case you never came back.
I had a few wounded to treat, and I prayed that the next one wouldn't be you. What are we waiting for?
I thought our fourth companion had already met up with you and would be waiting here.
I said I would be here, so I am. I had to go get some aspirin.
Perhaps you'd consider acupuncture?
I don't like needles. My father was a tailor. Let's get on with this book club.
I hope you're ready and sorted everything out during those 3 days. Once we make the pact, there will be no going back.
I mean, we're locked. Let me
You
save.
have to give me a moment.
We don't have much time.
I am familiar. I'm familiar with what they are laying out here. A certain point of no return. Oh, there's still side quests. Hold on. Gotta do this. Did that pop up? Excuse me, everyone. It is not time yet. Not yet time. We must head to the brothel, as we have done several times. in this game. We've, yeah, I think, yeah, multiple. There's been like multiple plot relevant brothels, at least 3. So it would be good to. I saw that T-pose. Oh, I also saw the wild robot. I like that as well. Very sweet animated movie. I love the. I didn't watch any trailers, so I didn't really know what to expect. But I love the animation style, and so like the character designs and everything. Okay, I see. Yep, stuff to read. But let's just pick around for a moment. Are we gonna be? Yeah. Okay. Wild robot. Though afterwards, my sister said some of these sequences were kind of scary. Are we sure this is like for kids specifically? And then I remembered it didn't. It was like that was nothing compared to the Iron Giant. The Iron Giant really scared me when I was younger. Gave me a healthy. At a young age, gave me a healthy fear of being nuked. Oh, missing person ad. Our dear friend Lucian Narodzinski has disappeared at an unknown time and under equally unknown circumstances. Neither his family nor friends know what happened to him. It's as if he dissolved into thin air. Therefore, we kindly ask anyone who might know anything about the mysterious occurrence to provide information. Lucian is a middle-aged man of medium height and average build. No distinctive marks. Cell phone number 2741. Was it really only 4 digits? Yeah, this was the guy that housed Rasputin. The Warsaw Courier, posthumous cult growing. Who hasn't heard about the tragic explosion in Povizhla? All of our hearts are grief-stricken and eyes swollen from crying. It was just yesterday that I had the chance to talk to Grigory Rasputin himself, who organized the ill-fated feast. No one thought that the mysterious miracle worker would soon disappear behind a sporting house door to never show his face again. Rasputin was surrounded by a strange aura. He was magnetic, and though he preached, oddly enough, he did not moralize. He took everyone under his ring. After all, he did organize his pre-mortem feast by the sporting house, making use of its facilities. To what extent? I did not inquire into that. Recently, the number of his followers, or friends, as Rasputin himself would call them, has increased significantly. Now that the monk is no longer with us, Rasputin's cult seems to have become fact, and the number of people praying to Rasputin is growing every minute. Just go see the ruins of the demolished body house. The faithful have built a shrine there to commemorate him. They stand guard by the coffin with the saint's body. They lay flowers and offer donations. There is even a baffling relic that draws the crowd, wanting to at least skim it with their fingers. Although judging by the covetous looks, most of them crave more. Rasputin, absent in spirit, lives on through his followers, and he might as well live forever, or at least longer than most mortals. I would say the fact that how well known he is in pop culture, he's gonna live forever. Just go through the readings. Oh, the late Aniela Narodzinski is now with the Lord, having died tragically in the recent explosion. The bereaved family would like to invite all friends and acquaintances to the funeral service at St. Alexander's Lower Church at Saturday 10 a.m., followed by the export of the body to Kovashki Cemetery at 5 p.m. on the same day. Another shrine with relics. In memory of the great venerable Rasputin. His beautiful soul has gone to meet the Lord, but a piece of his body is here with us. A genuine relic of the great saint's body. Simply touch it to make all your worries go away. Please leave a donation below. Got to get a level up. Okay. Here we go. Gonna assume that might just be our final point. Flowers. A bouquet of freshly plucked flowers. The flowers droop sadly from their stems as if they were breaking under the weight of helplessness. On top of that, they smell of the unspeakable grief of the person putting together a bouquet for their loved ones who died in the explosion. It was a tragic death because it was so random. They were not the target. Why did this happen to them? Body in a coffin. A burned and mutilated body. The hands anointed the body with great care, wanting to keep it in the best possible condition. They rubbed the thighs, which seemed to be thinner, and the torso wider than remembered. Do fingers shrink so much after death? A thought crossed the mind that maybe this isn't Rasputin's body. But no, one has to believe. Okay, son, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you've been having a good weekend so far. We are exploring the mysteries of faith. Mysterious jar. The touch of hands fondling the object of worship is imprinted on the jar. It remembers various feelings. Sadness at the passing of a great man, which is immediately followed by bitterness, fragrant with longing, but behind the colorful bouquet of emotions is also desire? Such an immense pity. Oh, did that just end the quest? Did we not have to, like, connect? Okay. Didn't even get a conclusion. Well, I guess that was the conclusion. What a note to end on. And I could have missed that if I didn't check the journal. What happened to the, like, other Thaumaturge that kept challenging us? I keep hoping we're gonna have one last. I don't know what triggered those, because they seemed a bit random. Oh yeah, we should invite him to the coterie. I would like one final rematch, for instance. No, he's too powerful. I guess maybe we can't let, this is supposed to make us all powerful. We can't let that kind of power into this world. Oh, he's the true final boss who's been creating all the fog. Well, yeah, at the end, after we'll do credits, and then just do one more thing. Oh, that would be amazing. Okay, point of no return to be passed.
I guess 3 days of waiting wasn't enough for him.
We can't start without you.
Ready?
Excuse me, I had a really important side quest to complete. Let us begin.
It seems we're ready.
Are we sitting
Even
comfortably?
though we have different motivations, I trust that the Pact is our destiny. Follow my lead. I, Emir Bernakovich Falje, worshipper of Allah, yearning for the free Republic of Poland, declare willingness to form the Pact and make the ultimate sacrifice for its cause.
I, Sarah Rivkin, follower of Moses, am willing to form our pact, hoping it will grant me freedom.
I, Ariel Rofe, circumcised atheist, have a debt of honor to pay, and I will pay it off or die.
Victor,
Do I get to choose?
My name
Oh.
is Viktor Szulski.
what are your motivations for joining our Pact?
I want to protect Thaumaturge. Honestly, I want to protect everyone, but it's the closest.
I'm a Thaumaturge. It wasn't my choice. But when someone seeks our blood, they should be met with the proper response. I'm not going to beg anyone for mercy.
Never again.
For that, I am willing to make the ultimate sacrifice.
L'chaim, is that it?
According to Stanisław's hypothesis, in order to conclude forming a pact, we need to read the instructions from the Black Grimoire together. Victor, focus on each of our dimensions now, and we'll help you read whatever Stanisław hid in the book. Focus on your heart first.
Start with the heart dimension.
My heart reveals the first inscription before me. From now on, we have one heart that beats with one rhythm.
I felt a sort of relief.
Son of a whore!
I know that golden tale.
Very impressive. Now, the other dimensions.
We'll go in order. Focus on the word dimension.
Word. I can't read this inscription.
But I can, somehow. From now on, we speak with one voice as if we were one. Easy.
Is that how you acquire the power to read in a foreign language?
Continue.
Focus on the deed dimension.
The inscription of deed. This one is resisting.
Let me act. From now on, all of our deeds are devoted to one common cause.
I feel a tingling in my fingers.
Stay focused, wizard.
Mind. This inscription evades me. It won't let me grasp it.
From now on, our mind will keep no secrets from itself. That's easy.
I've just been flooded with thoughts, and it's as if I've known you all my life.
A little scary, isn't it? But we'll get back to that.
That's all.
So, it's done?
Do you still not get it? I know what your favorite color is.
Thank you, Victor. I didn't think I would get to experience something like that.
I felt a kind of thought, a feeling. Yours. You didn't say you'd known my mother so well.
Yeah, I didn't ask for those kind of details.
I wonder if Victor's father knew.
Let's focus on the present. Do we know what to do?
Do we feel any other changes?
Other than what has already been said, do you feel anything else?
My headache is gone.
Ariel, I'm sorry for your loss.
Likewise. And you, when were you gonna tell us the Okhrana chief was dead?
Shrug.
Since we have no more secrets, Let's move on to the plan.
Did they not have a line for that? I don't know, I love using a default animation to convey a reveal. Hi Nagitona, welcome. Note that you know the plan of action without having to ask. Well, I would still like to know. Me, the player.
I think we're all thinking the same thing. That Tsarevich will have an unforgettable birthday.
Yes, this is our last chance at an audience with the Tsar before he leaves the city.
We can't go in empty-handed. We need arguments that will push the Tsar to make the right decision.
Either he stops the violence or we will die. Any mistake will unavoidably lead us to the gallows.
If only we could get through to the Tsar's supporters at the party and...
Unnoticed by the regiment of his army.
We'd be able to get inside the Tsar's noggin.
Let's do it.
You have the plan?
Oh, you're actually pleasant to look at now.
These people won't break in here, will they?
Just smile and check the invitations, Parnishka.
Are your grimoires well hidden? Then we just need to get through the gate. Suggestions?
We're moving away from the pride options now, so let's do this as a team.
Please, I'm counting on you.
Or you just do it.
What are you waiting for? Don't worry. Pickle is on it. Did you hear that? That's our cue.
Beat, stay here.
Ladies first.
But you can't.
Well done. Close to the apple tree. Find the stars advisors. Okay. We have 2 paths. And the Grand Avenue Hall. Guess this is the final area. And maybe the mount. I'm getting a bit. I apologize for the screen tearing a little bit. Oh.
Spirits tell me you can't go any further. I can see a certain old hag there.
Would it be Countess Lermontova?
Indeed. She and her family are thick with the Romanovs.
So she must know a lot. I would talk to her, but I'm afraid she'll recognize me and call the guards.
You want me to do it, I reckon.
Sure. Go ahead.
Keep her busy, and I'll see what I can learn from reading her belongings.
That's what I'm thinking. I suggest you start with Donut.
Donut?
Her dog. The Countess's thoughts cling to him like a barnacle. Go. I'll meet you here when you're done.
You can read the dog? Donut.
Good boy.
Countess's doggy. The famous Donut in all his glory. I don't think he likes me. Shreds of a clever plan clung to Donut's soft coat. Now... Oh, additionally find out more about the Countess. No, I was just thinking what could people glean from a Frey dog? who had a nice haircut recently. That's what happened during the week. The confiscated funds, according to the Tsar's will, go to the needy. But who's to judge who deserves help and who doesn't? Her son is also in need, and it's her duty to help him. No, sorry, I'm just really amused that we can get this info off the dog. Purse. Elegant, unguarded, just begging to be stolen. The purse is bulging with arguments. The Tsar is already close to approving the confiscation of estates belonging to thaumaturges, and she, Countess Lermont, will see to it that he finally makes this decision. And the money will be used to protect single mothers. Another one battle for her. Platter of snacks. Someone barely nibbled on the food. Starving in the name of elegance remains in style. Thoughts full of doubt nestled themselves between the eclairs. How is her beloved son to become independent if he keeps living with her? He could use a new villa worthy of the Lermont name, but where to get the funds for that? What if? The Countess's understatement. The Countess wants to persuade the Tsar to proceed with the confiscation of estates belonging to thaumaturges. Why? She plans to embezzle the money and use it to build a villa for her son. The word disgusting fails to convey the severity of the situation.
Nothing can be kept secret from me.
We learned about an embezzlement plan from the dog.
How was your chat with the Countess?
Better tell me what you have found. Wait, don't say it. Just focus on it. Let's not mix duty and personal life, all right?
Just checking if it works.
Sure.
Oh, okay. I hope that's a good. We'll remember this. Focus on your concerns.
Are you afraid the old lady will take everything from you and your sister to build a new palace for herself? I'm sorry, I can't resist it, but I can sympathize. I can feel how important it is for you. The Countess pitched me a lovely story about how the confiscated goods would be used to help the needy.
We both know she's lying, and her decree is already on the Tsar's desk, ready to be signed.
I like these new abilities more and more. And now try to read what I think about it.
Let's read Samira's mind.
You want to get back at her? I never thought revenge was in your nature.
I'm thinking we might try to make the Countess tell everyone what she thinks out loud. So, I'll take care of everything.
First, let's express our gratitude.
Thank you for trying to help me. I really appreciate it.
I might not have been born into a fortune like you, but I know what real loneliness is. And now that we've formed the pact, I finally have somewhere I belong. And I won't have anyone mess with my people.
Sure, focus on one word. Yes.
Fine, let's do it. Watch and listen carefully. There's one more thing I would like to ask you. I feel confused about the plan to confiscate properties. Could you explain how it's really going to work, and to whose advantage?
But of course. As soon as the Tsar puts his signature on it, the Lermonts will take over the Thaumaturge's properties for a contribution to the fight against those parasites.
Mother, keep it down.
Don't be ashamed, son. You did agree to this. It would be a pity if that money was wasted. And this way, we can build you a beautiful mansion so that you can finally move out. But what good would the money do to the poor? They would just throw it away.
Mother, we should go now. Madame, Please excuse us.
I forgot donut. No. They left donut. This is my dog now.
A familiar face. Good evening.
Are you trying to cook up another scandal?
The last time I saw you were accompanied by two gentlemen. What happened to them?
I needed some space.
Why the hostility?
Sergei, why the hostility?
Let's see. Because you humiliated me. Because you ruined my chance to get happily married. Sofia has traveled across the ocean just to stay away from me.
Thea never wanted you.
Sergei, we both know that Sofia never treated you seriously. She led you on for her own enjoyment and to spite her father. But she couldn't fool a Thaumaturge.
You opened my eyes to the fact that she never loved me, for which I will be eternally grateful. Nevertheless, I need to ask, what are you actually doing here?
Oh, are you mad?
I'm here to celebrate His Royal Highness Tsarevich Alexei's birthday.
So you're paying homage to Russia, the country that persecutes thaumaturges like you, and plans to have them slaughtered in the streets.
What do you mean?
I believe you should listen to me.
Well, yes. Please talk.
Yes? What did you want to share with me?
I was recently elected to the city council. I've also been attending audiences with Tsar Nikolai. Things that are now being discussed at the top are making me worried.
Yeah, to the point.
What are you specifically worried about?
The council has prepared a series of anti-thaumaturges decrees. They only need to be signed by the Tsar. In the decrees, Skawon advocates for such ideas as exile or creating adjustment clinics. Shall I go on?
Do I want to know about the clinics?
I'd like to know some specifics. For example, those clinics.
That's the most ruthless part. Do you know what a lobotomy looks like? That's how these places are meant to socially adjust thaumaturges. But you didn't hear it from me, alright?
I wasn't expecting any help, particularly after the hostility.
I didn't expect to find an ally in you.
Likewise. Please, be careful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sergei. That's enough.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to get through to the one who can help me with that. Have a good evening.
Okay. I should probably save. I feel like the amount of people is making the game run a bit more dodgily. Just in case. We only crashed like twice. What do we have? But particularly at the end here. Let's not.
Oh, I didn't think I would see you again.
Yay!
Yet, here you are.
Twice during stream. I think twice during the whole playthrough.
I might say the same about you. I thought you wouldn't be in the mood for a party.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, death for death.
Oh, you're... Yeah, what exactly... You have come for blood. What exactly are you looking for here?
Why are you here, really? What are you trying to do?
That's none of your business. Leave me alone, or I'll call the guards. They'll be happy to see a wanted fugitive.
This isn't over.
Okay. Let's receive. Oh,
Can you
wild
feel it?
card.
It's the smell of mystery.
Let's take a peek. Rose. I wonder who left it here. Tracer and Wanda. The thorns hurt her fingers, but she doesn't notice. She put the flower back on the marble railing. The rose can't adorn his grave. Let it forever remain at the place of vengeance. It feels right. She touches the weapon hidden under her clothes. It's warm. She's waiting for Scowon. The wild card. Someone is carrying a gun and plans to kill Scowon. And I think I know who. Wanda. There's no way she'll make it out alive. It's a suicide mission. On top of that, her actions could interfere with the Coteries' plan. I should talk to her. Let's swap quests. Okay.
Wanda?
I told you to leave me alone.
I saw you through.
I know you have a gun and you want to kill Scowon.
I was going to start with Koniechkin, but that coward got rubbed out by some random Geneth. So it's Scowon's turn now. I'll kill him and anyone who gets in my way.
That's madness. Even if you manage to do it, you'll die a moment later.
I don't have many reasons to live.
Wanda. Yannick.
Yannick needs you. He barely made it out alive from the Citadel. You can't leave him now.
Ugh.
You'll have your revenge. I swear. But now go home and let me act.
Okay, that was a little simpler than I was expecting. I'm glad Victor is two-faced to the end. Prevent an assassination attempt out of principle? No, because it might interfere with your plans. Yes, definitely. Victor's definitely thinking. When I finish, I'll of course have to give my final thoughts. And Victor's character and writing is definitely one of the absolute highlights. Even if I'm... I saw the T-poses. Even... Oh, got some stuff to find. Even if I was trying to, like... I'm leaning on playing it a certain way, which I was going very heavy on pride at the beginning. And now I'm trying to avoid that a little bit and move away from it. Perhaps as a form of character development. And I like the writing about his dad is interesting because you still, I mean, as a player we still sort of get the chance to, or the choice to like forgive or not, and I feel like there's conflict in it whether you do or don't, and I'm like, because it is complicated. Your parents are your people too. But it doesn't mean they can't ruin your life in this respect. Unwanted gift. The letter bears the signature of Sophia Scowon, the dew on her bare feet, the wind in her hair, and the freedom that only a life among artistic bohemians can provide. And while Zakopane has welcomed her with love and acceptance, she sometimes finds herself longing for those who she has known since childhood, for the people who have seen all faces of Sophia Scowon. Seems that Sophia went to, is it Zakopane or like Zakopane? And Delay did the Taste of Freedom. Nevertheless, she gets homesick sometimes. I can relate. Freedom often goes hand in hand with loneliness. What do we have around? Just talking?
I can see you've picked the spot right in the thick of things. Are you having a good time?
Not too bad. I just had a chat with a certain young lady in waiting. But we'll get back to that. I bet parties like this are nothing new for you.
I hate parties.
I hate it here. Parties like this are the threshold of hell. In fact, my sister says I turned savage while in exile. What about the lady in waiting?
She told me that the Tsar is in one of the chambers on the upper floor. The stairs are guarded by Skawan's soldiers, and the Governor General himself is keeping an eye on the entire hall. We must make him look away.
I'll try to approach Skawan somehow.
Be careful. Is there anything else?
Oh, Vanda.
Vanda is here.
I was afraid she might show up. Have you talked to her?
Yes, and I know she's planning to kill Skawan in revenge.
She will die. Worse yet, she'll ruin everything we've worked toward.
I took care of her. Apart from her hurt pride and ruined plans for the evening, she's safe and sound. There's something else that bothers me.
Tell me. I'll try to help.
I think the game is falling apart. The farther we get in. Though, the party infiltration is just such a good... It's just sort of good concept for a level. It's always fun.
I've heard some news about certain decrees waiting to be signed on the Tsar's desk.
What's in them?
Adjustment clinics.
I managed to have a few words with a certain young man from the city council. He told me about an idea to introduce places that in a nutshell would make us Thaumaturges lose our minds, and thereby our powers.
What exactly are you talking about?
A lobotomy. At least that's what it sounds like.
I wonder if there's a way to, like... I'm sure there is. Probably with a different app. That would, like, have my model... Because while I'm using the 3D model, they could just play, like, certain default animations as I talk. I could just, like, throw my hands up occasionally. Mention the forfeiture of properties.
I've learned that one of the ideas to combat Thaumaturges will be the forfeiture of our properties.
How do you feel about it as an heir to a fortune?
Oh, does Neurosama do that? Like a PNG tuber but 3D? Or just want to randomly do something an idle Sims do. Like, I don't have to control it, but it'll just automatically do a default animation. I only just got the Black Grimoire.
To be honest, my sister should be more concerned. I only got an old book.
Still, I can't believe that brings you peace.
Change the subject.
There's something else that bothers me.
Tell me. I'll try to help.
Something continues to elude me. I will keep searching.
I'll come back later.
Good luck.
Okay. Oh, now we've triggered the particles. Garrison cap. It belongs to the Governor General. The cap is laced with a thread of certainty. Thaumaturges can only destroy and delude. They mess with people's hearts and heads. They're monsters hidden behind a mask of a human face. Just like his sister, the monster who disappeared. They should all disappear like that. Wine glass. It's warm. Someone drank from it a moment ago. Envy and a sense of alienation shine through the thin glass. Palace games have always bored him. If only he could get into their heads and force them into submission, admiration. He always envied Yulia this skill. His fingers tightened around the vessel. A crack appeared in the thin glass. Ashtray. It's full of ash and cigarette butts. Shame and rage hover above the ashtray, directed at a woman who has neither the position nor the wits to criticize him. He longed to kill her. Then she would understand that the Governor General of Warsaw should not be messed with. Gift for the Tsarevich. A letter of good wishes signed by Scalon. The gift is covered by a shell of concern for the Romanovs' little offspring. One doesn't give a knife to a sick little one. Not even one with the Tsar's emblem. He'll cut himself, and there will be trouble. But Scalon doesn't say. Scalon bought the Tsarevich a knife with the Romanov emblem as a gift. A poor gift, considering the illness of the heir to the throne. The boy's nanny carelessly explained to the Governor General that he had committed a gaffe, and Scalon immediately hated her for it. It pains him that a mere nanny knows something about the Romanovs that he does not. But a knife? Oh. Old cigarette case. Name Scalon has been engraved on it. The old cigarette case is covered with even older, complicated feelings. They tell of a Thaumaturge sister who was the favorite of the entire household. The cigarette case must have once belonged to her. Scalon's past. Scalon's sister was a Thaumaturge, and he always dreamt of such power. The boy embraced envy, which became a flaw that consumed him and made him hate all Thaumaturges. Because if we're the monsters, then he is a hero, and all his evil is justified. Okay, important to know. Checking. Before we talk to you, let me just see. Rakanovich has anything. Okay. Nope, something continues to elude me.
Good luck.
Hello, sir.
Good evening. Who are you? I've got a feeling I've seen you before.
I'm here with my friends.
I came here with my friends, and I'm hoping to introduce them to you soon.
If they were truly important, I'd know them already. Have you got a cigarette?
Sadly, no.
That's too bad. Anything else I can help you with?
The thing where it says, like, because of your decisions, this pathway is closed. Having it hidden like that is probably better for replayability, but some of them I'm so curious. What's going on with this guy? Ask about the situation in the city.
I can still hear gunshots from the city. As a concerned subject, can I ask if we're safe here?
I understand, and I tell you the same thing I'm telling others. The situation is under control. My best men are keeping you safe. Not even a mouse could squeeze by.
Ask about Thaumaturges.
What about Thaumaturges? What if any of them managed to sneak in?
If they did, I would know about it. I can only tell you that this problem will soon be solved.
Meaning?
Thaumaturges are dangerous. Riots, explosions, that Rasputin characters scout terrorists. A complete decay of authority. Their plotting affects everyone, even those dear to us.
Do you consider Rasputin a Thaumaturge?
Do you think that bearded cultist, Rasputin, is a Thaumaturge too?
Most likely. How else would he deceive so many people? Even Tsarina Alexandra looks kindly upon him. Luckily, he was killed by a bomb in a brothel.
I mean, maybe that's a mystery for the other path, but I am really curious what his deal is, because he clearly has some sort of power. Maybe he's like, maybe there are just like magicians that aren't thaumaturges. Add that the cholera epidemic was also caused by magic.
Don't forget the cholera epidemics that keep plaguing the town. Is the Thaumaturge's doing too.
I see we understand each other.
And what about the wanted Victoress?
I heard one of those magicians escaped from the Citadel. Was it Shulsky?
Yes, but soon enough we'll see him dangling from a rope.
How might one recognize him?
How would one know they're dealing with Shulsky?
I know their tricks. Don't worry. Besides, the chance he shows up here is close to zero.
What a relief. Thank you, Governor General.
Anything else?
Is he dangerous?
Is that Shulsky guy dangerous?
Shulsky is the epitome of depravity. He had everything, but his cursed blood made him go off the rails. Such a morally unstable temper monster is capable of anything. But as I've already said, we are safe from him here.
Let's change the subject.
Thank you. I feel better now.
My mission is to protect the Tsar's subjects.
Thanks, Victor. Before I guess we can ask about his family.
Has the Thaumaturge ever hurt anyone close to you?
Their magic hurt my daughter, but not only her. Let's leave it.
I see.
Change the subject?
Let's change the subject.
Good idea.
How about this party?
How do you find His Royal Highness's birthday party?
As the one in charge of Warsaw, I have my duties regarding the royal couple, so I am not paying much attention to the banquet. You must excuse me.
Check out that pile of presents.
The pile of presents for the Tsarevich looks impressive and continues to grow.
Yes, indeed.
Let's change the subject.
Good idea.
What about Sophia?
How is Miss Sophia doing? Is she in good health?
I don't have a daughter, and I suggest you watch your mouth.
Let's change the subject.
We got that one for
Good
free.
idea.
I won't take any more of your time.
Enjoy yourself.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm seeing the chat. Rasputin. He's worth reading up on. It's like a truth is stranger than fiction kind of story.
And
Something no longer continues to elude me.
I talked to the Governor General.
so, how does it feel to come face to face with the Butcher of Warsaw and exchange pleasantries about refreshments?
Up close, he doesn't seem so scary.
Right? Have you learned anything that might help?
I bet. Let's change the subject. I bet he would fall to a punch that does 98 damage.
The Governor carries the flaw, and I want to take advantage of it.
Are you going to rid him of it? Surely it may affect his well-being.
And I hope we can get rid of him that way.
Wait. Before we start, you should make sure we're ready to talk to the Tsar. There will be no turning back.
One more. But my pride is too low. 1 sec, I'm gonna save.
You're right. I should have prepared better. I'll come back later.
Good luck.
I mean, it's good to have them. Good to have them. Let me just see. Let me look around. Time to spend point. Yes, good point. Do I have enough for another? We have 3. Okay, we can get either... Oh, that looks good. We have Fury. Or... Dimension Force Word. Or we could fully... Oh, or we could fully go into Heart. For double down. And get 3 more health points. Or we can unlock... I feel like maybe having... We don't know... We might need an extra Dimension Force. There is an achievement for Mastery. Increase damage by 100%. Skills that reduce enemies' focus will reduce it by 2. That is useful. King of Hearts might just be torture. Yeah, I think we're gonna get, I assume we're gonna get his Envy. Get one of these. Okay. We are doubling down on Heart. Heart on your sleeve. Show some heart. Fully develop this dimension. Available upgrades. Strong attack. What do I have on that? I don't think we actually... Given how much damage it does, I don't think we actually need that. Can we put it on? That's Berserker. That's actually pretty good. Put on... I wanted something on. I don't think... Cushion necessarily needs it more. It's probably better on that. And then... Sure. Anything. I haven't super been like... I've complimented it before, but I give really big praise for just the level designers or whoever models and texture paints it, because everything looks... I feel bad I'm playing this on like the lowest quality, because I know it doesn't do the models many favors. But the level design, particularly even for... or the 3D artist, that's probably the better... That's probably more appropriate than level designer here. Really, really talented. The level of detail and research, you can imagine. Oh, actually I wanted to check one more thing. Does this count as like our last outfit then? Then I'm still wondering, there's extra boxes here. Unless we get like a super... We get like our end game. We have to change into something for end game, which would be cool. Let's make... Return. Oh, that's good. There we go. Oh, thank you, King. I hope you have a wonderful evening as well. Yes, it's... I think this is a tough time for a lot of people, particularly if you're in school, because this is all just like finals and everything. It's tough. But yes, everybody, let's continue this energy. I am just, to prepare for this point of no return, I'm actually gonna go refill my water bottle quickly, because I guess we'll be finishing the game after this, so I'm gonna have to make sure I'm here till the end. So just making sure I have enough of everything. I will be back in just one sec. We'll hide myself. So BRB. Okay, thank you. Sorry for the delay. Just decided to make a spot more tea before we get ready. And Butters, you have my axe and my sword.
And
Georgi Skałon.
what about him?
Change the subject. Are we sitting comfortably? Now we'll begin.
Let's go see Skałon.
Are you sure you know everything you need to convince the Tsar?
Do I? Well, I've acquired the knowledge or context required to give this response, so I confess, I already know everything.
I believe I've gotten everything I could.
Fine, Skałon's flaw. It might work. Just promise me one thing. You'll be extremely cautious with him.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. I was the one who found the Black Grimoire. I was the one who started the pact. And it won't be my first time seizing the floor.
Hopefully not the last either. Shall we?
We wanted to talk to you, my friends and I.
Where am I?
Governor General?
Welcome to inside your head, Skałon. We've got you now. Wait a second. Something's wrong. Shouldn't he be unconscious?
Unless he has his own powers, his conscious state could be an effect of the pact.
Sarah Rifkin? And you? What's going on here? Who are you?
Let's introduce ourselves. I am wondering, where is Ariel?
My name is Viktor Szulski.
Szulski. I will have you executed on the spot, all of you!
So, shall we get down to it?
Go on. I can't wait. What does it feel like to be at the mercy of Thaumaturges?
Terrifying. What is this?
You've just found out that we're not capable of lying in this place. Intriguing, isn't it?
What am I hearing? You want to experiment on us, deprive us of powers and reason.
May Allah have mercy on you.
I'll deal with him. I'll show the butcher his place.
You can... Again, we're going again. I'm curious, like, what the effects of the flaw are. We're not gonna defy her, though. We yield.
Of course.
Your worst nightmare is coming true. A thaumaturge will remind you of what true fear means. You're scared of her, even though she's been dead for many years. She repaid you for the way you oppressed her because she had powers and you didn't.
What happened to you?
She sent a demon after me. My own sister. She brought down nightmares upon me. I wet my bed for years.
That's why your fear turned into anger and anger into hate. You pathetic creature.
Take the initiative. Well... It's not a prideful option. We'll stay out of it.
And now we all suffer because you're an oppressor by nature. Say what you did to her and what you're planning for us.
I smashed her skull with a brick and threw her body down a well. Once the Tsar signs our decrees, we will seize all of you and mangle your brains. I will kill all of you, one by one.
The flaw is ready. Remove it, and we can go.
Remove it? You want to give him relief? He doesn't deserve peace. Besides, He's seen our faces.
Then I will take his flaw.
There's a chance you'll be a different man without it. I will free you from the fear that has triggered this destructive hatred within you.
What a disappointing ending for someone like that.
Good job. Let's go.
Malice.
Ariel had better show up.
Oh, off they go. What did this? What do we have? Oh, increases deed. It belonged to Governor General Scowan. There's a chance that without it, he will cease to oppress Warsaw. Increases deed, dimension force by 1. Oh, okay, so that's... I guess that's how you can get your deed up higher. Even if we're missing Golem. Forgot to leave the calling card. Yeah, I actually never thought about it being like specifically Persona 5. Change of heart type of thing. If you had too much pride, you would have been locked out of the flaw. Interesting. I'm really wondering, like, I'm curious what the levels are, because there's a lot I can't say, but there's also a lot... But there's still some things I have been locked out of. Do another save here. Here we go.
I can see you've been busy.
Did I just hear words of gratitude and appreciation?
I think you misheard me. Shall we?
I'll stay here in case reinforcements arrive.
It won't take long. And thank you, Ariel.
Oh, I want him to be with us.
Stop! Who are you? Scowan!
The Governor General is a little indisposed right now, and I don't think he will get better soon.
Don't come any closer!
Better put it down before anyone gets hurt.
It would have been nice to have the flaws you gather throughout the game influence Victor, or give more dialogue options to lean into. That is that. I was a little, I was expecting that to happen. I was surprised it didn't. Because there's so much focus on pride, and it's an interesting mechanic. And there seems to be like a lot of weight to taking a flaw. I mean, narratively, the way they talk about it, but it would have been interesting, yeah, if there's like a balance to taking the other salutors. Where we might not necessarily want to take them because it causes us to... Sorry, I'm just thinking. I wanted, like, if there's a balance to taking the salutors. Because I always felt like I did want to take them, although I let Ariel take Golem. If there's sort of like a downside to also taking them, because it would force us to act in a certain way. Because now we have this whole bunch, and you think it would... You think having all this terribleness would affect Victor in some way. The other thing I wondered if... I was a little surprised also at the beginning that, like, as we're picking up clues and stuff, all the connections, like, would happen automatically. I wondered if there was some version out there where you'd have to do, like, manual connections. I think that would be fun, but I can also imagine that playtesters would think, playtesters would like, let's just skip that part and have it all automatically come together. Let's reach out to the Tsar's heart and comfort him.
You don't need anger and fear now. Be calm and lower your weapon. It won't do any good here.
Can you do that now? Through the pact?
So it seems.
What is going on? How? How is that possible? You must be Thaumaturges. Is that a revolution? Are you here to kill me?
Let us introduce ourselves.
My name is Viktor Szulski. This is Emir Burnakovich and Madame Samira.
I appreciate the change in tone. Viktor Szulski, do you want my demise?
We come with demands.
We come with demands because the situation forces us to do so.
The most crucial thing for us is that you stop hunting thaumaturges. The pogroms must end.
Stop murdering us.
How dare you break in here and make demands? Tell me why would I agree to anything?
Stop murdering people. It's like... We're like, please don't kill us. How dare you make demands? Look at that, look at this. Stop murdering us. How dare you break here and make demands? It's like the most obvious. Of course we're gonna say, stop killing us. There's information. Point out is cornered. I'm always interested in the star. It was for all of your decisions, path is closed, but this was a pride one.
We stand before your majesty not as some motley crew, but as a group of Thaumaturges united by a pact. We've done the impossible to get here today.
And from that position, we seek to start a dialogue. We believe it will bring mutual benefits.
Do you have a name for it?
Ooh.
You can call us the Coterie.
Go on. Who knows, we might reach an agreement after all.
I thought it might have a little bit more. Would be a powerful ally. But I'm interested in the star options because we've acquired knowledge.
We know there are some decrees on the Tsar's desk awaiting your signature.
And what do you think is in them?
We know the decrees stipulate creating special adjustment clinics, and Thaumaturges won't be the only patients there.
Your subjects, so diverse in terms of ethnicity and religion, will surely recognize the threat, and their fear will turn into hatred. The Empire will fall.
The Crown has enough enemies outside without having to deal with internal ones.
I've heard enough. I understand you want something in exchange. Let me hear it.
We want justice for the wrongdoing we suffer in the streets, and for the blood we are forced to spill to survive.
We want more freedom in the political and social domain for everyone. The people of Warsaw, one of the most important municipalities in Russia, will remember your gesture.
Is that all?
Make the Okhrana forget about Tsarevkin and let her files disappear from their archives forever.
You want power. Just admit it already.
I choose to ignore the question.
The sooner you admit it, the better. Power can be won or bestowed. Today, you did both. We will meet your demands and expect allegiance and loyalty in return. So help me God.
I heard a shot. Is everyone all right?
Another Thaumaturge.
You're late. We've settled it on our own. Do I hear applause? What's going on there?
Your monk has shown up and he got a standing ovation.
Oh.
Is that a problem?
Let's warn the Tsar.
Grigory Rasputin chose this night to win your favor and worm his way into the court.
Rasputin is dead.
On the contrary, he's also extremely dangerous. And he knows about the Tsarevich's illness.
Time's running out, and my guests are waiting. Let's keep it short.
Got a camera.
Is that it? Can I finally get some champagne?
And get rid of this damn tailcoat.
Stanisław can finally rest in peace, son. You should be proud. We all owe you a lot.
I knew we would succeed.
We couldn't fail. After all, I was here with you.
You're too generous, sir.
You tell him.
Friends, today on the birthday of my son and successor, my father's words show the direction of my thoughts. The voice of God orders us courageously to undertake, in deference to divine intention, the task of ruling, with faith in the strength and rightness of autocratic power. The riots in Warsaw fill our hearts with much sadness, and the nation's grief is also the grief of the Emperor of Russia. We have closed our eyes to the suffering of our people, to the suffering of Thaumaturge, who were granted their powers by God. Which is why I consider it our moral duty to stop all kinds of violence against them, effective immediately. That is our wish. However, may those who take my grace for weakness know that the Russian Empire is strong and ruthless against its enemies. So help me God. Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin. Despite being exiled from Petersburg, you've come back. You've mingled with my guests to get close to my only son. You will leave him alone immediately.
No vedam spas naszego syna.
With his trickery, he has beguiled the Tsarina too.
Rate is like less than
Any
everyone
last
else in the
words
scene.
before I have you arrested?
Here we go.
Wasn't making your own dream come true enough for you, Cain? You had to ruin mine. How treacherous of you. How petty-minded.
Reveal why we took him down.
Do you want to know what enticed me to do that?
If you're kind enough.
I just don't like you.
It's nothing personal. I just don't like you. Farewell, Grigory. This is the end of the road for you.
Oh, no. It's not over until I say so.
Victor, is everything all right? Is this that Rasputin of yours? I expected something more.
Assalamu alaikum. Would you tell me how you are able to talk with us here?
This must be your new daddy, Victor. Aren't you going to introduce me? And this must be the famous Madame Samira, the identity thief. Wait, I think someone is missing. I don't think you're very important to him.
Is he bothering you?
This music. I worry. This music is making me worried. For the consequences. We're a team. I I fear he's just gonna like blast them away. It sounds like a fly in the background. I was wondering what that sound effect's meant to represent.
Indeed, and I could use some help.
Get out! This is between you and me. And your magician friends can't help you. There's no winning against me. You should have learned that by now.
Okay. Oh. Here we go. Adjust upgrades. Let's see, what do we have? Invulnerability. Okay. Not too big. Focus. This must be the final. That's so ominous. But it couldn't have happened any other way. Okay, these aren't too bad. It's not the damage. He gets the gun. Knives, so we have to be careful of bleed. 48. Okay. Marana. Okay, we have to be careful. These tend to be multi-phase fights. We don't want to lose in the middle. Yeah, okay, let's see what we have. Shallow cut, bleeding, have to be careful of that. Poisoning the bond with... Oh. Lookalik's burden. Temporary negative states inflict you do double damage. Okay. Oh, wow. Messing with our salutars? Stylish shot. Okay, that does do some damage. So we really have to be careful. Once we get this, we have to be super careful with our bleed. We'll save that because then we can use the luck. He made those bonds. Can you make them? Cute rivers in the desert. I wish. But I really like the battle music. We only had like even the main battle theme, even if it was like pretty much the same for every battle, it was a good track. I think these do different. Shallow cut. I think we want to be careful with the bleed. And maybe we can just punch through this. Pretty much. We'll get our perfectionism up. Be ready to dispel the bleed when we can. I thought we would get our buddies for the final fight. This is not what I was hoping for. Oh, infinite! Oh, Salutar's burden. Rasputin uses your bond with Bukovac against you, casting the interminable state of Bukovac's burden on you. It is up to you whether you're going to carry that burden or drop it, breaking the bond with that Salutar. Once you break the bond, you get rid of the burden, but you lose Bukovac forever. Rasputin will surely use bonds with other Salutars in the same way. Oh, that's a mechanic. Let's get this ready. Get rid of that. Okay. But we're gonna get the bleed again, like, immediately. Really have to be careful of that. What did I get now? Jin's Burden. Your attacks cast payback on you. Oh. This will just get rid of it. Really would like, can we... Yeah, let's just get rid of you ASAP. I'm worried you're... Let's just get healing up. Is our 98? That's good. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be... Okay. 98, yes. I think we're gonna die. We will get the healing. Okay, thankfully, he's pretty generous. Okay. Okay, phase 2. Oh no! No, Leah! Serious hit. You're gonna... Flex damage reduces focus. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the bleeding building up. Okay, you have the reduce. Okay, we have to get rid of these. Let's heal again. I'm gonna try not to... We're definitely gonna try not to... Hurry, what are you doing now? Lilac! Oh, enemy attacks lower your focus twice as fast. Yeah, our focus is gonna go down fast. Much does... Okay, that won't quite. What's our best? Just go into finishing argument. I do want to heal more. We're stuck with... Okay. Who's doing 1 to 3? Because we'll go after anyway. Then Morana's burdens. Skill speed is lowered by 1 if your health points are higher than 27. Ah! I don't want to lose any of my buddies. Yeah, look at this. Need to heal and get our focus back. No! You're going down. Let's... Drop that in. You're down. We'll spend our turn getting our focus back if we can. Or at least some of it. Okay, 5. Can we maybe get... Maybe if we get like an intro. I don't want to. What's it say? Breaks the bond with a salutor for good, relieving of their burden, restores all of your focus. Oh, that is really nice. I mean, if it came down to it, like, I barely used Krampus and Jin. It came down to it. I can attest this fight is a nightmare if you try to keep all your salutars. Well, let's see. I'm just double checking everyone again. If there's anything else I want to throw out. Oh man. Cast on you, I don't want to do it. I want to work on our focus. Work on our focus a little bit. And there it all goes again. What do we get? That was Krampus. Oh, ouch. Special ammo inflicts damage. Uh-oh. Okay, we got a... It might be Ogre. I was hoping for the 45. The flaw of negligence doubled the damage dealt by you. Okay. Oh. Are they all me? The flaw of audacity saved you from death. Fellas, your attacks hit a random enemy. Well, at least the choices don't go to me. And there's bleed. Reduces focus and bleed. What is that? What is Jin? That's payback on you. You really can't have that. Deal damage equal to your missing focus. These all negative new states. $34. Reaction. Can any of these... Do you have the 20... Let's have the... Let's go for the 20%. That was a... Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jin. I think we have to deal with the bleed first. Bleed and focus. Can we get like an interrupt on you? This and take care of you. Here's the other one. Down. Where's my cool rifle? Now, start getting this combo up. Can we... Guess we can... I wish there would... Be nice to get this up as well. Oh, I really have to be careful with the focus after this. Oh, 58, okay. Let's... Thank you, Krampus. Careful with the bleed again. So if we had Golem here, we'd also have Golem's burden. Okay. Lilac. Get rid of our bleed. Now. Wish this was faster, but oh, I wish this would get you. But at least we'll have... We can take somebody else out the next turn. What's our best option here? Inflicts damage. Now that we can do one of these. Actually, we're gonna kill you, aren't we? Oh, I should have thought that one better. What would be the... Who are you? I want to get rid of you the most. We'll heal off of you, actually. I like Morana. I thought it was meant to... Oh, I thought I was going to take you out. Well, we can. Okay, I think we're good for a turn. Okay, got a little bit of healing. Careful with the focus. Morana, I think we'll try and go for the slow on everyone. Now you're going down. Might as well see if we get like a lucky hit in here. Slippery bet. We can also get the delay here. There's the 98. And we just got a... Sniper shot! Victor could have had a sniper build. Oh, we have planned attack here. Oh, that's because we ran out of focus, but that's okay. I think... Okay, there's not another one.
How dare he throw us out? Did you explain it all to him? Is everything all right?
I think so.
I must admit, he is remarkable.
Grigory Yefimovich, I'm asking you one more time. Any last words?
Today, you have lost your empire. My visions will come true. But when you realize that, it will be too late.
Take this madman out, and then find Skowon.
Epilogue. Looking forward to the new.
Everything's going to hell but the snow. I can't get anywhere on time.
Glasses! The glasses! The glasses do make my the cold makes my the cold does make my glasses fog up.
And the glasses constantly fog up when you come into a warm room.
What the hell do you wear them for?
After the explosion, I'm having problems with my eyesight.
Now that you wear them, you really are the spitting image of Stanisław. Some tea to warm up?
Wait,
Don't mind if I
before
do.
you begin, me first. I had a new rumor apropos Skowon. Once we made him aware of a few things, he disappeared, and now they're saying he shot himself.
You did quite a number on him. I'm sorry I didn't see it.
Well, I could have been less restrained.
I know.
I bring news. It's rather grim. A bunch of youngsters want to arrange foreskin checks for Poles.
Some news.
They also want to get rid of thaumaturges and homosexuals.
What about the Tatars?
We can ask them. They sit around in a bar in Vola.
Who are they exactly?
How should I know? I didn't ask, but I'd rather have them stay where they are.
Maybe this is our final outfit. The one with the glasses. Get going? Is that it?
Let's go. Let's listen to what they have to say at these drinking bouts of theirs.
Is today that special day when you're not preoccupied with your little revolutionary?
None of your business.
Mind your own business.
I'll find out anyway.
They won't protect you. Every debt will be repaid, one way or another.
Victor, what are you waiting for?
Doesn't matter. Let's go.
The
They
new
say
code.
your choices define your value. What does that make me? The Uper took me on a journey that made me realize how my difficult relationship with my father looked from his point of view, and how I should look at it in hindsight.
Oh, ending
I try
slides?
to see Nigia often, but the sight of my sister in apathy breaks my heart. Without a flaw, she has become someone else. Someone I don't know.
I don't think we saw that in game
That is
though.
why I latch onto duties concerning the coterie. At least here, I can change something for the better. Uncle Sasha has become a grandfather. He seems to enjoy spending his retirement pampering his grandchild. The true circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's disappearance remain unclear.
But the streets know who rubbed the fucker out. Niedzic, the new king of
Yay!
Right, about it. His influence is increasing. He's been proclaimed the king of Śródmieście. The Shivs keep the authorities at bay, and their boss dictates the laws.
Best boy.
I'm worried about what's happening in the city. Warsaw is on fire. People finally dare to lift their weary heads while socialist militants carry out attacks on anyone who doesn't support the revolution. But there is still a spark of hope for Warsaw. Through the heroic struggle of students, the Flying University has been legalized. At least there's that.
Good, that's good.
The weary traveler made it to his longed-for Albuquerque. How do I know? That's a completely different story.
DLC.
But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure, my friend.
My work here is done. Get to the end of the adventure. Letting Ariel take the golem makes Lygia lose her flaw. Not taking it means Ariel dies because he couldn't protect himself. Oh no! I don't like either of those options. I mean, that is a difficult choice. The consequences. I wish that her becoming a different person was sort of something I worried about when making that decision, but it didn't seem to... It didn't really seem to come up during the game. I like these portraits. So I'm just thinking, where do we start? Where do we start? I want a sequel. I think Victor should have ended up with Oberetsi. That's the most important thought. I want a sequel, not even necessarily... not necessarily like with Victor, but... Or like another game. Just because there was so much that was so good. I plays the hurdy-gurdy. There was so much that was so good, and I want them to get like more time and another chance to refine everything. Oh look, CD Projekt Red gave them the mocap studio. Cool. Because there was like all these little bits I'm like, with a bit more time or a little bit more refinement would have been so cool. Like we were talking a little bit before about like the flaws not really having, not quite playing into things as much. And when I first started it, because I saw, oh, you can get all these clues and you can connect them. I like sort of wanted to be able to like solve some of those mysteries myself, but I can see if it's sort of, the way all the clues connect is sort of linear. So I can imagine they like might have tested that and then just decided it's smoother to just do it anyway. Huge highlight was Victor himself. I mean, actually huge, like, the detail, the research, the design was fantastic. Like, there's clearly so much. I mean, one, I think it's not a setting I really had to play in video games, and that's partially why I wanted to play it. It was such a fascinating time, and I also just love sort of urban fancy, urban supernatural stuff. This is historical, right up my alley. And I love there was just like so much attention put into like engaging people. There's the oh, good job with the voice actors. I want to see who. What happened to Gorginia? I don't think we found out. It's looking. I feel like maybe I forgot a quest or something. But stuff like all the sort of like urban secrets that are just meant for like teaching about this world, and the photoplasticons, I love that because it's not something I really knew about. And all the sketches, I loved all that. I just love learning. She went out for supplies and fell out of the map. No. Freelance was this all one translator then? Wow. Just a freelance. Seeing. The writing I felt was a little inconsistent because there's Victor, as I said, was one of the highlights. It was wonderful to play as him. Okay, here's more localization. Okay, more than one. It's like that's a lot for one person. English, French, German. Cause he's like so clearly a jerk from the beginning, but it was fun to play as. And I just like seeing his development. I liked just kind of it being, because I tend to prefer, just naturally I lean towards doing like the nice options, and yet with Victor, I had fun with him. Although towards the end I was like, when the pride was getting so high, I was sort of locked out. I was being forced to say jerky stuff. I was less into that. So then I could have had a little character arc, developing a little bit, going for a bit less of a jerk. So his writing is great. A lot of the main characters was great. And when you're like collecting all the clues, those little bits of writing I think were my favorite parts of the game. Like some really lovely descriptions there. And then good job, guys. Oh no, don't show me Krampus. No. The sort of weaker part was sort of the random encounters. I mean, we joked, it was fun. But some of the like sort of NPCs, and you're doing these quests and there's like NPCs who do not have a lot of character to them. That was sort of the like weaker aspects. Because there's like such a contrast between when the writing's really good and when you get to characters and their name is just like man or thug. Like if that could, and there's a lot of them. You just there's times when you just walk in every 5 minutes. You just go into a random counter, and the battle system was fun. Again, I don't know actually what I'd like do with it. I see there's like achievements for like winning fights. I'm sure there's like more broken combos if I experimented with it a little bit more. But I had stuff that worked and just continued with it. I could see with a bit more refinement, there's probably like a really interesting system, but it was fine. I had a good time with it. Then they had like these salutars that I didn't use at all. Like Jin and Krampus. Everyone else, what I had worked, so I didn't have much reason to experiment in the sort of, I guess, later payoff I didn't, sort of mechanic I didn't jump on. And I feel bad. I played it, as I said, I've been playing it with like the lowest quality, which I don't think does a lot of the models much favor, some of the facial hair, but I totally think this really, like, Victor looks great. All the main characters are great and had good designs. But, like, some of the NPCs, because I could tell even OBS like starts slowing down. I don't have the most powerful computer, so I didn't want to risk like big slowdowns. So like, I could really see in the final area. I don't know if it's just like the density of the people, or just things are starting to lose cohesion. But some of the characters like had a lower FPS than everyone else. In fact, Jin and Krampus are very helpful for the final fight. No, I never felt like I got a handle of them. The Tsar became a slideshow. Yeah, that's exactly what I was seeing, and I went, oh no. There was a fight I lost. I think I lost like one fight early on. They didn't really get a handle on. I need to get rid of lead. Pick the hardest difficulty, caused me to lose some fights, but doesn't change much. The turn-based combat is very basic. We're here for the story, exactly. I mean, I think it was competent enough. I played worse. I had a good time, like, I definitely don't think it was bad. It worked, and I had enough fun. But yeah, none of the enemies were particularly that interesting mechanically, except for that final fight. The like breaking your bonds was quite inspired. I do kind of wish there was sort of more payoff for it right at the very end, because it's a really big choice. Also, like, this UI, the thing with the red lighting is just a really stunning aesthetic as well. For a game that was so clearly rushed towards the end, I think they definitely spent time in the right areas. I'll praise it over and over. Like, level design. Like, these are big areas, and they all look fantastic. And it's one of those ones where I wish I could, I need to look, maybe I'll look at like some other people's videos if they play it in higher quality, just so I can see them a little better. And like, I like jank. I think a little jank is good. I enjoy seeing, I enjoy characters loading in to T-posing. I think one's experience can only go up from that. I like the music. I like the music. Like the overall plot. I was a little actually surprised sort of how we ended up with like, I imagine the Rasputin, I'm trying to say it properly now. I should have been doing that. I assume that also ends up getting the Tsar's favor as well. You're just approaching it with him and not the coterie. I'm just thinking about that. I'll have to see how the endings work. There's a little bit of like stuff with dialogue where I wasn't always clear about the cause and effect, which just happens. But like, I went really heavy into Pride at the beginning just because I wanted to see what it did. And I wasn't just because I kept saying your pride's not high enough, and I wanted to see what the effect was. That was just sort of... I wanted consequences for my actions. Oh yeah, what I was saying, I was surprised that that's sort of where it ended up, because towards the beginning, I felt more like we were gonna get involved with the revolution. But it doesn't really seem like... that's really where I was expecting one of the options to be. Alvaritzi was the highlight. Best worst boy. Favorite moment was him probably jumping in at the end. Perhaps you're not committed to Pride enough to see something else. Oh, I wonder, do you have to get like every single Pride ones? Because I did it a lot. I'll be curious. Cause, yeah, so again, like, my main review is I want another one. Because there's so much here that's exactly up my alley, exactly to my tastes and interests. And I want to see more games like this. I want to learn about history. I want to tackle these social subjects. I want beautiful art and design straight out of history. That's exactly what I want, so I want them to have another go at it. I really don't know how it's sold. I don't know. I can't say I've like seen it much mentioned anywhere. Sequel would be awesome. I don't know. I want it to be set in history again as well. Doesn't have to be about Victor. Even if I loved him as a protagonist. But yeah, adding the urban fantasy, urban supernatural mixed with history is just, and like, I like seeing how that would change history and how that would sort of change social structures. I think there was talk about like how this would affect the witch hunts, and I was like, just little bits like that. I like that kind of world building. There's everything with more time. I don't know how much time, if they were rushed, exactly if they're rushed or anything, but there's just like little pieces where we didn't get to manipulate that much for what felt like a really significant mechanic. Yeah, teach me more about Poland Studio. I want to know. Need to. I'm trying to think if this is what. Just give me. Just thinking. Just get thinking. Starting the game also, and like, go. Rasputin being there immediately was a highlight. Like, I wasn't expecting to like jump right to him. Here's the golden idol. Where did it jump to? Cause it started in like Victorian sort of era, and now the sequel, which I haven't played yet. I want to. I really love that game. Jumped to like 60s. And it was interesting because like once we met him, I'm like, I'm all in. We're best buds. And I really didn't expect him to be the final boss, actually. I mean, towards the end, we know why he exploded. There's sort of some loose ends. I think if I played the game for myself, I would have been really disappointed in the automated investigations. A corkboard mode would have been fun. That's exactly what I was expecting. Although, I think after I started when I came into it, I was expecting more of a direct detective game. But that's not who Victor is. And so I got used to it quite quickly because I'm like, we're not all of these. Maybe for some of the side quests where they do sort of treat things like mysteries a little bit. It could have been fun there. But that doesn't... We're like collecting feelings in a way, and it doesn't necessarily have to like be clues towards a big question. So it didn't bother me so much in some of those, but there was like when you're trying to figure out like the culprit during the bookshop, that would have been, and like being able to like interview witnesses a little bit. But it didn't bother me as much. And also I feel like it could have, because a lot of them use this really nice like poetic writing. I can see where that might have been harder for players to necessarily make these connections. Like I wouldn't have necessarily made connections between the items based on the descriptions. It was very important we got a dog at the end. Donut. Oh, now the most important question is Victor still where you placed him on the Death Note gear matrix? That is a very good question. It really depends. Like if he had no powers, I don't think he's getting very far. The thing is, he has a magic book. He can see spirits. If we take that with it, I don't even think he has to solve anything. He would just know. He would just figure it out. And so I guess it sort of depends where, if you rate him without powers or not. And I don't even think he has to solve that much. His powers are kind of OP for for solving, for like identifying a culprit. So if I had to be, I think it's probably a Salutor. Probably fits under. Under that classification that we're setting up here. Oh, that's one of those things that's like interesting about this kind of world, is how different like cultures would like react to Salutors even. So as much as I'm like, it would be interesting to like see it in a different setting, even if Poland's obviously the focus here. Would it be interesting? He just needs to examine Light's potato chip. Exactly, there's... There is... That's it. That's it, pretty much. He has cheap powers for this kind of thing. I would say it definitely... Excuse me. It absolutely depends how much we're giving him access to. I didn't see a whole lot of like... I guess like detective ability outside of the Thaumaturging. It would have actually been sort of... Because he seemed to still be able to... Even when he got like the grimoire taken away, he could still read thoughts off everything. There actually could be a cool level where... He did get those taken away, and you could see his sort of deductive reasoning without it. That would have been interesting. But the character I played, with all of his skills, he can figure out the Death Note. I wouldn't even say he'd figure it out. He would just learn the Death Note and learn the identity of Kira. Whether or not he deserves it for deductive reasoning powers. Although I guess the question is, his flaw is pride. His flaw is pride. I feel like maybe if Light could take advantage of that. Who will outpride the other? Exactly. That would... He has a weakness there. If that could be acted upon, but it's up to Light to be able to do that. I don't know. I don't know if I trust. Yeah, the Swell Ray. Hi, Owly. Welcome. We're just finishing up here, but welcome. Swell Ray, yeah, Swell Ray was definitely a highlight. Just thinking if there's any last words besides good, and I appreciate everybody for joining me with this. I feel really lucky that I have people that are willing to just let me play what I want. Let me seek out these more obscure games, because I want to give a showcase to them as well. I have to figure out what... I thought we might get 2 more episodes out of this, so actually I need to figure out what we're gonna play next. The ending slides are interesting. But I need to... I'm curious how it did. I wanna support the studio. I need to look up more about them. I don't... Definitely want to see more of what they do. Find out what else the voice actors were in. There were I think some of my favorite. There was some of the dialogue options where he... I mean, this is always fun, but where you like choose a more innocuous dialogue option and then he goes from 0 to 100. Those ones were fun. I think we got a few of those. And I would expect them from Victor. But I'll have to think about what's next. I'm really leaning towards Outer Wilds. I mean, sometimes I did choose the the aggressive options. But one of the I'm trying to remember there's one moment I was thinking about in particular, but I'm not quite getting it. Oh, Witcher 1 remake. I'd be interested. I should check out the Witcher game someday. I've heard like the original, yeah, the Witcher 1, it has its own sort of jankiness that I'd be interested in. I guess for like Eurojank games, Pathologic still remains one of the kings. That is something I want to try. But Outer Wilds I'm leaning towards. I might not start it. I might wait till after the holidays to start. I have some other stuff to try. Originally I played it because I checked the timeline and it said, let's actually check Steam. 42 hours. Yeah, I checked how long to beat and it was something like 25 hours. I was hoping to finish it over the summer, but finished it before the end of the year. Alright everyone, thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate everyone's again, appreciate everyone sharing this experience with me and also sharing your insights. Probably because you're reading all the items out loud. Probably, and also I wasn't looking at the completionists. I did more completionist. Even though I wasn't fully, I didn't get everything. Alright. So once again, thank you so much everybody, and hope you have a good rest of your weekend if you still have some, and a good start of your week. And thank you. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.